So here's an example of a moving average, and you'll see that the actual data is given to you here. And what I want you to do is to answer these questions. The first one is, and they'll be in the blue box, to identify the cycles that you can see in that average. Okay, so can you identify those cycles? And in the PowerPoint, all you've got to do is press that button there, and you'll get the answer. So you have to press it, because there's 5 cycles, press it 5 times. And then answer the next question, which is which year of the cycle would 2024 be? So in other words, what I'm looking for is, this is 2024, we know 2023, but which part of that cycle? And you can see the answer to that question is that it's down here, and it's the 3rd year of the cycle. So that's the first thing that you've got to do, identify which of those years is your part of the cycle is that year that you're looking for. So on this next slide now, we've got the thing that you might likely get in the exam, which is they'll give you a table, they'll give you the actual, they'll have done some of the trends for you, and they won't necessarily have done all of the data here. So they'll ask you for some of these figures here. So in your test, you need to now tell me what is A, B, C, and D. And in a minute, I'm going to put my mouse over here, and you can see A. And what do you think A was? A was 206, which is given to you by the idea of actual minus trend is a variation. B, 227. C, minus 4.7. Make sure you got the minus, you won't get the marks. D, 5.3. So again, hopefully you can see that the variation is always the actual minus the trend. And so to get this first one here, you did the 206 here, minus the trend gives you the minus 0.9. So you've got to be able to handle that. And the minus is very important, remember. Okay? Because that means, the minus means that the actual is below the trend. And so as this is the 3rd part of the cycle, the 3rd year of the cycle is a minus 9. This next 3rd year is minus 3.7. The next one 4.7, and the next one minus 2. It's always below the trend. So once you've worked out what this trend is going to expand to here, you know that our forecast of 2024, which is going to be in here, is going to be below the trend. So it's going to be a number less than the trend, which we're going to do on the next slide. Okay, so again, some questions for you. And here, as 2014 is the 3rd year cycle, so 24, that should be, is the 3rd year of the cycle, you take an average of the 3-year variations. So can you work out what those are, please? So give me the answers. So give me the 4 bits of variation, and then do the averaging for me. And when you're ready, I'll press the button. So it's minus 9, minus 3.7, minus 4.7, minus 2. And therefore, when you take the average of those, you will get minus 4.8 as the average variation. That is minus 4.8, the average variation in the 3rd year of the cycle. So what is the new trend line? Now you can do it by eye. So if you have the graph, you can do it that by eye. But another way is to say, this is what I want you to do, is tell me, what do you think the trend is going to be if it's moved from 213 up to 246 in how many jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jumps. So the question is, what was the change in the trend line, and then what is the average per year change in that trend line? So the trend has moved from 213 to 246 in 11 steps. So it's £33, 33 in this case pounds, the thousands of pounds of course, and that's £3,000 per year. So what's my forecast then? So think about this very carefully. What we're saying is every average here, every change in this trend has been £3 every year. So this one will be another 3, and then this one will be another 3. And that's a step that some people miss because they forget that we already know 23. We don't need that. It's in here, so we already know that. And so we've got to add 2 lots of 3 to get to this trend here. And the answer will be, there it is. So the trend is 246 plus 3 plus 3, 246 plus 3 plus another 3, then take off the 4.8 which we got from the average variation, so your forecast is going to be 247.2. Well done if you got that right.